Hi, my name is Dr. Janika Benoit. I also go by Dr. J. I am a board certified internal medicine physician, subspecializing in sports medicine, and I am joined by
Dr. Jarita Hagans. Hi.
Awesome. So today we'll be talking about food as medicine, and exercise as medicine. To start off the food as medicine portion, I'm going to start off by asking Dr. Higgins some questions. All right. So my first question is, tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you interested in food as medicine?
So I'm trained in family practice, but I come from a really great cook in a line of people who farm. So it's always been part of my life. But then when I graduated from residency, I wasn't really doing that. It was all clinic medicine. I was just running from patient room to patient room, just passing out pills, prescriptions, and it wasn't really what I felt like I signed up for. And then something happened with that first clinic where I worked at. I ended up going to a clinic around the corner from me. And that clinic was everything that I ever dreamed of. They were really into nutrition and wellness. They had herbalists on staff, acupuncture. The clinic had its own garden. They had cooking classes for their patients. And it was just everything. And I was like, this is what medicine really should be. And I got really interested in that. And then in working there, I also became a patient there of some of the herbalists, and they were helping me with my own medical problems, making food suggestions and things for my own health problems like acid reflux, high blood pressure, stress, heavy periods, you name it. So that's how I really got into it.
Wow, that's awesome. I need to work in that clinic too. Sign me up. I am totally about that life. That is awesome. So, next question. What do you think prevents people from using food as medicine?
I think there's a lot of reasons. Sometimes it seems easier to take a pill than to make some big lifestyle changes. And then a lot of times you don't know where to get information from. There's a lot of random and conflicting information on the internet. And then you may ask your own physician or provider, and they may not be well versed in nutrition or may not be able to have the amount of time that they would like to have with you to go in detail about their diet. And then sometimes I think you may have had bad experience with health food in the past, like maybe it didn't taste or look appealing, or they tried to substitute something that you were used to, and you're like, this is terrible. This is nothing like the real thing. So I think there's a lot of different reasons where people are resistant to that.
Yes, I totally believe that. All right. So, next, what are some easy things that people can implement to start using food as medicine?
So I don't think you have to get rid of everything that you like eating at once. And I don't think you have to get rid of everything that you like eating forever. I think it's easier to add things to your diet than to try to remove it, like in a way of crowding out the unhealthy foods by adding healthier foods to your diet. For example, when I was working at this clinic in New Orleans, when I took some classes with a nutritionist, she introduced the idea to me, which I had never thought of before because it's not how I grew up, of eating vegetables at breakfast. So adding spinach to my eggs and adding spinach to my smoothies or kale or what have you. Like, it's nothing wrong with having greens at breakfast and trying to add some fruit or vegetables to each meal. So peppers, you name it, any kind of vegetables that you like, start adding it into your foods instead of just having a starch or just having a protein and starch or what have you.
Yeah,
Trying to figure out where you can insert it.
yes, those are some great tips.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, so next is I know that healthy food can be expensive at times. Are there ways that people can use food as medicine if they are on a limited budget?
Sometimes farmers markets can have cheaper produce in other places. Like, I was really shocked when I went to the farmers market near my house, and they told me the price. I thought I misheard them. All the things that I had gotten, I thought they said $60, and they were like $16. Like, what? So they had really cheap prices, way better than the grocery store. And then you can, maybe not now because of COVID, but you used to be able to buy things in bulk where things were in bigger containers and you package it yourself. They probably have got rid of that now. But what you can do to kind of make it bulk is you may be able to go in with somebody else and buy a big bag of something and split the price and split the things like rice, beans, potatoes, etc., greens, you name it. Get the bigger batch that's cheaper and then split it up amongst yourselves. I do that with my mom. My mom is always trying to give me something that she bought. Like, Mom, I have enough potatoes. Like lasting the rest of life.
Yes, no, I understand. You drop so many gems. Those are really, really great tips. And I used to love a good farmer's market back in the day. Because of COVID, we don't see them, but hopefully we'll start seeing them again soon.
And then use your freezer. When stuff is on sale, buy it on sale and wash and cut up those vegetables and freeze them. Or they may have vegetables that are already in the freezer and just buy a whole bunch when they're on sale and put them in the freezer and bring them out when it's time. And you've already bought them on sale, so you've already saved money.
Oh, that is a great tip because, we love a good sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Those are great gems, Dr. Higgins. Thank you so much.
Okay. So let me turn things around and ask about you. What got you interested in sports medicine and what makes it exercise as medicine?
Yes. So before going to medical school, I was actually a personal trainer, and I've always been an exercise enthusiast ever since high school, really. And I got to medical school, got to residency, and it was really until my second year of residency, I noticed that I was starting to become very similar to you, Dr. Higgins, increasingly frustrated with my patients coming to me with shopping bags full of medications, or looking on their record of the long list of medications that they were on. And I noticed that it was very overwhelming for the patient. And not only was it overwhelming for the patient, it was overwhelming for me as a doctor. Right. And I asked myself, and I said, how can I continue in a career that brings meaning to me, and at the same time positively impacts and transforms the lives of my patients? And I was like, well, it would be so interesting if I could just teach my patients how to use exercise as medicine. That way they can prevent chronic diseases and decrease their pill burden if they were already on medications. So that's when I became committed to the mission of teaching people how to use exercise as medicine.
Okay. Now, we all have those patients, and we may be that patient ourselves who doesn't exercise at all, or they were exercising and fell off the exercise wagon. What do you tell those people to get started?
So I say, I tell them to look at their schedule, because if you do not make the time for exercise, it's not going to miraculously happen. You have to look at your schedule, set time for it. The other thing that's extremely important is your mindset. If you're always thinking, I can't exercise, this is not for me, I don't know what to do. If you keep on spewing negative attitudes and beliefs to yourself, then more likely than not, it's not going to happen. So in a way to circumvent that is to look for support. Maybe join, there are various exercise groups. I know it's COVID right now, but joining a Zumba class. A lot of the exercise classes have gone virtual. Find groups and exercises that you enjoy to keep yourself motivated to continue exercising. If it's walking, maybe find a walking partner so you can keep both keep each other accountable to staying committed to your exercise program.
Yeah, that sounds good. Even if the person isn't close to you, you can get on the phone with them and walk in separate places and talk while you're walking.
Right. And you can even do it through Zoom. Listen, we are in a Zoom culture now. You can Zoom and walk with your walking partner at the same time.
Yeah. So let me piggyback on that. What about those people who have the attitude that they can't exercise because of some previous health condition like back pain or knee pain, and they just feel like they're not able to move?
Yes. So for people with knee pain, back pain, it's important to focus on muscle strengthening, and that doesn't always mean that you have to be weight bearing. There are various exercises that you can do sitting down or lying down to strengthen your thigh muscles if you have knee pain, and abdominal and back muscles if you have back pain. I actually have an Instagram channel called MedFitDO, and the whole purpose of my Instagram is to show people how they can exercise at home. And there are various exercises for people, such as for back pain, that they can do without having to be weight bearing and causing a lot of force on their knees or on their back.
That's good to know. I'll look at that and definitely share that with my patients, because we want to take away the excuses for not exercising.
I know. And I was like, you know what? I experience a lot of excuses. How can I go around this? All right, so let me just go on Instagram and just do all these different exercises and point people toward my Instagram so they can get ideas of how they can exercise at home.
Yeah. Now, what about the people who have limited resources and they don't have money to join a gym, or they don't have access to a pool, but they want to get started with exercise?
Yeah, so it's important to find out where we can incorporate exercise in our everyday routine. So for example, if you have the ability to walk to work, walk to work. If you're fully able to use the stairs instead of the elevator, use the stairs to get to the, let's say, second floor. You could even make it a challenge. Say, you know what, first week, I'm going to walk up 2 flights of stairs, and then the next week, 3 flights of stairs, 4 flights of stairs. You could even challenge yourself that way. If you are watching TV during commercials, do jumping jacks, jog in place. So those are just various ways that you can incorporate exercise in your normal everyday routine.
Okay. And then how can people find you on Instagram and on other places?
Yes, so my Instagram handle is MedFitDO. That's MEDFITDO. I also have a YouTube channel by the same name, so you can find me in those 2 places.
Okay.
And Dr. Higgins, how can we find you?
People can find me on Instagram and all social media on @Dr. Jarita, and doctor spelled out DOCTORJARITA, at Dr. Jarita, and on my website, ZionFamilyPractice.com.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure you follow us and subscribe. Have a great day.
Thank you.